Imagine waking up tomorrow with the same energy you had at 35. No pills, no gadgets, just a few simple nutrients you already have in your kitchen. Imagine your heart beating stronger, your focus returning, and your confidence in the bedroom making a comeback before your coffee finishes brewing. Sounds impossible? Stick with me. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which vitamins can jumpstart that transformation, and more importantly, the one common mistake most men over 60 make that quietly drains their progress. I'm Dr. Catherine Rocker, and after over 20 years in men's health, I've seen husbands, grandfathers, and everyday guys watch their strength slip away, and then come back stronger once we fill in a few missing pieces. Today we're talking about 3 essential vitamins that can recharge mature male biology. In this video, we'll focus on the first one, vitamin C. Then, in the next parts, we'll move on to zinc and magnesium. And don't worry, I'm not here to sell you a miracle supplement. I'll show you the science, the foods that work, the right supplement forms, and how to make it all part of a routine that actually sticks. No fluff, just real tools for rebuilding stamina, mental clarity, and yes, intimacy. Now do me a favor. If energy and vitality matter to you, subscribe to the channel and tap the bell. That way, you won't miss the next 2 parts of this series. And if what I'm saying already feels personal, type the number 1 in the comments. If you're here for something different, type 0. Either way, it helps me make better videos for you. Now, let's talk about vitamin C. You probably think of it as the stuff that helps you fight colds. But for men over 60, it's much more than that. It's one of the most underrated nutrients for circulation, nitric oxide protection, collagen production, and testosterone support. Without enough of it, your blood vessels stiffen. Your muscles don't get the oxygen they need. And performance, yes, even in the bedroom, starts to fade. Take Robert, a 67-year-old retired engineer. When he came to see me, he looked like a man stuck at 10% battery. The same guy who used to spend weekends fixing up his house could barely finish yard work. He was constantly wiped out. Worst of all, it had taken a toll on his marriage. He wasn't pulling away because he didn't love his wife. He just didn't feel like himself anymore. His blood pressure was a little high. Testosterone was mid-range. But the real issue? His diet had less than 60 milligrams of vitamin C a day. That's barely 2/3 of the minimum daily amount, and nowhere near what he needed to support circulation and hormone health. Here's what vitamin C actually does. First, it builds collagen, which strengthens the walls of your arteries. That keeps blood flowing smoothly through your body, including the areas that matter most to men. Second, it protects the inner lining of those vessels so nitric oxide can do its job, relaxing and opening them up. Third, it acts as a powerful antioxidant, sweeping out the free radicals that damage testosterone-producing cells. And finally, it improves iron absorption, helping your blood carry more oxygen and energy to your muscles and brain. And the numbers back it up. About 1 in 14 American adults run low on vitamin C. But for men over 60, that number climbs even higher because your ability to absorb nutrients naturally declines with age. One review from 2018 found that boosting vitamin C could improve blood flow in men with heart issues by up to 50%. Let's talk numbers. The official minimum is 90 milligrams per day. That's enough to prevent scurvy, but it won't do much for energy or performance. If you want to feel a real difference, you need between 500 and 1,000 milligrams daily. You can start with food. 1 cup of strawberries has around 90 milligrams. A bell pepper can give you 95. A cup of broccoli has about 80. Kale, oranges, and dark leafy greens are all great too. But food alone might not get you to optimal levels, especially if your stomach doesn't absorb nutrients well. That's where supplements come in. I recommend using buffered vitamin C, or one that includes bioflavonoids. These are easier on the stomach and help your body hold on to the vitamin longer. And don't take the whole dose at once. Split it into 2, 1 in the morning and 1 in the evening. That way, your blood level stays steady and your body gets more consistent support. Here's what vitamin C improves. First, it helps your heart and circulation. Stronger blood flow means steadier energy, better performance, and lower blood pressure spikes. Second, it protects your brain. As an antioxidant, it keeps your neurons healthy and sharp. That means better memory and quicker thinking. Third, it supports your bones. Vitamin C helps maintain bone density, especially in your spine and legs. You move with more confidence, and you lower the risk of fractures that could limit your independence. Now back to Robert. I started him on 800 milligrams of buffered vitamin C daily, split between breakfast and dinner. We added bell peppers, broccoli, and oranges to his grocery list. Within 4 weeks, his afternoon crashes disappeared. By week 8, he and his wife were reconnecting, emotionally and physically, and after 3 months, he was back to rebuilding his backyard deck and planning a road trip across the Southwest. Vitamin C didn't just help Robert feel better. It gave him a spark back, and it can do the same for you. But don't make these common mistakes. Don't take more than 2 grams a day without talking to your doctor. Too much can upset your stomach or increase the risk of kidney stones. Don't take it all at once and expect lasting results. Your body can only absorb so much at a time. And don't rely on orange juice. The sugar in it can spike your blood sugar and hurt your nitric oxide levels. Stick with whole fruit or low sugar powders. Vitamin C is just the first piece of the puzzle. In part 2, we'll talk about zinc, the powerhouse mineral behind testosterone production, prostate protection, and hormone balance. You'll learn how to spot low zinc levels, which foods and supplements really work, and how one man turned everything around in just 8 weeks. If this video gave you something to think about, hit like so other men can find it too. Drop a comment below and let me know what spoke to you most. I read every one. And if you haven't already, subscribe and turn on notifications so you're first in line when part 2 drops. Remember, aging is natural, but decline is not. Take control, one step at a time. Start with vitamin C and let the transformation begin. In part 1, we talk about how vitamin C helps your blood flow, supports nitric oxide, and lays a foundation for energy and stamina. But vitamin C is just the beginning. If you really want to take your vitality to the next level, you need to understand the quiet power of zinc. This simple mineral plays a key role in testosterone production, immune defense, prostate health, and daily energy. And when it drops too low, everything else can start to fall apart. Today, I'll show you how to bring zinc back into balance, which foods help most, which supplements work best, and one story of a man who felt like his entire spark had disappeared, until we fixed just this one thing. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to rebuild your energy and confidence from the inside out. Let's start with Michael. At 63, he was a well-known business consultant. His clients respected him, his handshake was firm, and his voice still carried weight. But when he came into my office, his confidence had faded. He felt drained before noon. He stopped looking forward to evenings. His bedroom confidence had disappeared. Even though his wife was supportive and patient, Michael described it as becoming a shadow of the man he used to be. He tried better sleep, daily walks, eating clean, but nothing helped. He finally agreed to run a full lab panel, and that's when we discovered the problem. His zinc levels were down to 65 micrograms per deciliter. That's well below the healthy range for adult men. And more importantly, it explained everything. Zinc deficiency is more common than you think. Over half of men over 60 have less than optimal zinc levels, and 60% of seniors are clinically deficient. The worst part? Most never realize it. They just feel tired, moody, or disconnected and assume that's what aging feels like. But zinc plays a bigger role than people realize. It supports over 300 enzyme reactions in the body. That means your testosterone, your metabolism, and your mental clarity all rely on it. Your prostate, your immune response, even your ability to break down food into energy, all need zinc to function. Let's break it down. First, zinc helps regulate testosterone. Your body needs it to signal the testicles to produce this essential hormone. Without enough zinc, testosterone drops. And when testosterone drops, so does your strength, drive, and focus. If your workouts feel harder, your recovery takes longer, and your interest in intimacy has faded, low zinc may be part of the reason. Second, your prostate relies on zinc more than any other part of your body. In fact, your prostate stores more zinc than any other organ. Zinc helps reduce inflammation, protect against enlargement, and supports healthy function. If you've been waking up 2 or 3 times a night to pee, that might not be just age. It could be your prostate calling for help. Third, zinc is critical for how your body processes sugar and insulin. If your energy crashes after meals or your focus fades by mid-afternoon, low zinc could be the reason. Over time, poor zinc levels can even contribute to insulin resistance, making it harder to manage your weight or blood sugar. So, why do so many men run low on this mineral? Because absorption gets harder with age. Research shows that men over 60 absorb just 17% of the zinc in their food. For younger men, That number is closer to 30%. Over the years, that small gap turns into a big deficit. So how do you fix it? First, let's talk about food. You can get zinc from beef, oysters, pumpkin seeds, cashews, and chickpeas. Eggs, lentils, and whole grains also provide some zinc, though they come with compounds called phytates that can block absorption. That's why food alone often isn't enough, especially for men dealing with stress, gut issues, or long-term medication use. That's where supplementation comes in. For most men, a daily dose of 15 to 30 milligrams of zinc can help restore healthy levels. But not all zinc supplements are the same. Zinc oxide, for example, is cheap and widely available, but it barely absorbs, sometimes as little as 5%. On the other hand, zinc citrate and zinc picolinate absorb far better. They're easier on your gut and more bioavailable, meaning your body can actually use what you swallow. For Michael, we started with 25 milligrams of zinc citrate each morning. We also cleaned up his diet and added more zinc-rich foods. 8 weeks later, his follow-up labs showed improvement, and so did his energy, his focus, and even his intimacy with his wife. She was the first to notice the change. He was more present, more engaged, more himself. His voice had more authority, and he started enjoying his work again. Zinc didn't just help his hormones. It helped him reconnect with who he was before the fatigue set in. And here's where it gets even more interesting. Zinc and vitamin C work even better together. When you pair them, vitamin C improves zinc absorption. Zinc protects vitamin C from breaking down too fast. Together, they reinforce your immune system, balance hormones, and fuel your metabolism more efficiently. It's a classic example of nutrient synergy. Two nutrients doing more together than either could do alone. But there's still one key piece missing. Because even with the best vitamin C and zinc routine, there's a third player you can't ignore. Magnesium. Sometimes called a master mineral, magnesium supports over 300 body functions, just like zinc. But it's especially critical for helping zinc and vitamin C do their jobs. Without enough magnesium, your heart rate gets erratic, your blood pressure climbs, your muscles cramp, and your sleep suffers. Magnesium plays a direct role in turning food into energy, relaxing blood vessels, and supporting testosterone production. And it's one of the most common deficiencies in older adults. Let me tell you about David. At 65, he was a picture of discipline, Mediterranean diet, regular walks, no smoking, no alcohol. His labs were textbook. But every morning, he woke up exhausted. His muscles cramped after walks. His confidence with his wife had faded. He was confused and frustrated. He'd done everything right. We ordered a detailed micronutrient panel. His blood, magnesium looked normal. But a deeper test revealed what standard panels don't catch. His tissue levels were critically low. Years of slowly declining absorption and stress had drained his magnesium stores. And he's not alone. Magnesium is easy to miss. It doesn't get the attention that vitamin C or multivitamins do. Most people think of it as a sleep aid or muscle relaxer. But magnesium powers over 300 chemical reactions in your body. Without it, your metabolism slows down, your energy tanks, your nerves misfire. Magnesium also keeps your blood vessels relaxed, supporting circulation and nitric oxide. A 2017 study linked low magnesium to erectile challenges, especially in older men and those with kidney issues. In other words, your magnesium status might be what's holding back your energy, your strength, and your confidence. So where you get it? Food first. Spinach, Swiss chard, almonds, pumpkin seeds, salmon, black beans, and even dark chocolate all contain magnesium. Whole grains and legumes help too. But again, absorption drops with age. Men over 60 often need 400 to 420 milligrams daily, but many only absorb a fraction of that. If you're taking magnesium supplements, go for citrate or glycinate forms. These absorb well and are easy on your stomach. Avoid magnesium oxide, which is poorly absorbed and more likely to cause digestive issues. David started with 400 milligrams of magnesium citrate daily, plus spinach and almonds in his meals. 6 weeks later, his energy came back. His muscle cramps vanished. His sleep deepened. And his bedroom confidence? Let's just say he and his wife started taking evening walks for more than just fresh air. By 3 months, he felt younger and more alive than he had in years. Zinc and magnesium form a powerful combination. They support testosterone, metabolism, and mental clarity. Add vitamin C, and the trio becomes even stronger. This is called nutrient synergy, where each vitamin or mineral boosts the effect of the others. In our final part, We'll cover how to bring these three together into one smart daily routine. You'll also learn the two biggest mistakes that ruin supplement plans for men over 60, mistakes that waste money and stop progress before it starts. So if this video helped you understand your body better, give it a like and share it with a friend who might need this information too. Comment below and let me know which part hit home for you. And be sure to subscribe so you don't miss part 3, where we tie everything together and build a simple protocol for lasting energy, confidence, and strength. You're not broken. You're not past your prime. You're just missing some fuel. Let's fix that. One step at a time. In parts 1 and 2, we explored how vitamin C, zinc, and magnesium can restore energy, confidence, and strength for men over 60. These aren't just nutrients. They're tools for building the version of yourself you thought might be gone for good. But even if you got the right vitamins, there are two common mistakes that can stop you from seeing results, and they're more damaging than you might think. In this final part, I'll walk you through how to take these three nutrients the right way, when to take them, how to combine them, and how to avoid the two biggest mistakes that sabotage supplement success. Stick around to the end. And I'll also show you the story of James, a man who rebuilt his body, his focus, and his spark, just by following a smarter routine. Let's get right into it. The first mistake is choosing the wrong forms of vitamins. I see this all the time. You walk into the supplement aisle, grab a bottle that says vitamin C, zinc, or magnesium, and think you're covered. But the truth is, form matters more than the label. Take William, a 64-year-old accountant who came to me exhausted and frustrated. He'd done his research, bought the most popular supplements on the market, took them every morning for 6 months. Nothing changed. Still tired, still foggy, still disconnected. He told his wife, maybe supplements just don't work for guys like me. But when we looked at what he was taking, the problem was obvious. His vitamin C, pure ascorbic acid, taken on an empty stomach. It irritated his gut and lacked bioflavonoids to help absorb properly. His zinc oxide, one of the cheapest and least effective forms, barely absorbed at all. His magnesium oxide, also poorly absorbed and often flushed out before his body could use it. So we switched his entire routine. Buffered vitamin C with bioflavonoids, taken twice a day to keep blood levels steady. Zinc citrate, taken before bed on an empty stomach. Magnesium glycinate, taken with dinner to support overnight repair and relaxation. Within weeks, his energy returned, his mind sharpened, his confidence picked up. William learned the hard way that quality beats quantity. That leads us to mistake number 2, being inconsistent. Even if you've got the right forms, they won't help if you take them randomly. Your body thrives on routine. Nutrients build up in your system over time. If you skip days or double up when you remember, your levels stay unstable and your results fade. William used to take his supplements with breakfast during the week, but on weekends, he'd forget. On vacation, they stayed in his suitcase. Some nights, he'd try to make up for missed doses. But your body doesn't work that way. It needs consistency to heal and grow stronger. So here's what I told him, and what I tell every man who wants real results. Tie your supplement routine to habits you already follow. For example, vitamin C. Take half with breakfast and half with dinner. Split dosing keeps your blood level stable. Zinc. Take before bed on an empty stomach. It supports hormone repair overnight without fighting for absorption with other minerals or food. Magnesium. Take with your evening meal. It calms your nervous system and improves sleep. Critical for testosterone production and muscle recovery. To stay on track, use a weekly pill organizer. Set phone reminders. Keep extra supplements in your travel bag so trips don't break your routine. Small systems like these make a huge difference. And here's where things get exciting. When you combine all three nutrients, something special happens. This is what we call nutrient synergy. Vitamin C improves how your gut absorbs zinc and magnesium. Zinc helps vitamin C build collagen and protects your hormones. Magnesium drives the chemical reactions that power every cell and supports zinc in building proteins and testosterone. Together, these three nutrients build a foundation your body can actually use. One that supports stronger blood flow, balanced hormones, better sleep, sharper focus, and deeper resilience. Not just for a few days, but for the long haul. Let's look at James. He's 68, a retired high school teacher who tried vitamin C for a while. Then zinc. Nothing really stuck. He felt like his energy was stuck at 60%. He wasn't sick, but he wasn't thriving either. I gave him a synergy protocol. 1,000 milligrams of buffer vitamin C daily, split into 2 doses. 25 milligrams of zinc citrate, taken before bed. 400 milligrams of magnesium glycinate, taken with dinner. Within 8 weeks, James said, "I feel like I got my edge back." His energy returned. His mental focus sharpened. His mood improved. His wife noticed. His adult kids noticed. And most importantly, he noticed he started gardening again, reading more, reconnecting with people. He wasn't just functioning, he was thriving. That's what happens when you combine smart supplementation with consistency. Not a miracle, just biology finally working the way it's supposed to. But I want to be clear, supplements are not magic. They're support. You still need good food, movement, sleep, and purpose. Think of these vitamins as reinforcements. They help your body do what it's already designed to do, just better, faster, and longer. So let's bring it all together. Vitamin C protects your vessels, supports nitric oxide, and boosts absorption of other nutrients. Zinc fuels testosterone, sharpens immunity, and protects your prostate. Magnesium powers energy, calms your nerves, and anchors everything in place. Together, they unlock the energy, clarity, and confidence you thought might be gone. Now it's your move. Start simple. Choose high-quality forms. Set a schedule. Stick to it. If this series helped you, hit like so YouTube shares it with more men who need it. Comment below and tell me what part hit home. Share it with a friend, a brother, or anyone who's ready to feel alive again. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now's the time. I've got more videos coming your way. Deep dives into heart health, testosterone, sleep, gut health, and how to stay strong through every stage of life. You're not past your prime. You're not invisible. You're not finished. You're just getting started. And I'll be right here with you. I'm Dr. James Carter. Stay strong. Stay curious. I'll see you in the next video.